Hi everyone, my name is Ethan Sohel. This is my signature assignment. My future goals as an educational studies major. Educational track. Educational track that I chose was the Family and Human Development track. This was one of the two tracks that I decided to stick with throughout this course. It was difficult for me to choose which track to choose from since I was on the verge of between two different career paths. But eventually, I chose a career path. The career path that I want to pursue that falls under this track is a middle school special education teacher. I want to teach students that have mild to moderate disabilities and that are enrolled in grades 6 through 8th. My strengths: motivation, being independent, staying focused, and controlling my emotions. To be successful in the family and human development track, an individual must possess certain strengths in order to be successful and a right fit. In Chapter 4 in the textbook, it states: emotions, when harnessed appropriately, add dimensions to life. The different strengths I listed above each help me pick the right educational track for me, and they allow me to see what career path will be better for my future life. These different emotions help me analyze my overall strengths and weaknesses and direct me to the right path. In my SWOT analysis in Module 2, I assess these different strengths and weaknesses that I hold, and it helped me narrow down my choices of educational tracks. Having a career in the family and human development track requires you to be motivated person, since your student themselves need a sense of motivation to be successful in the classroom. Being independent is key to being an educator because you need to learn to be a leader among your students and teach them to be independent and how to lead others. Staying focused is one of my biggest strengths because it has gotten me to where I am today and one step closer to becoming a teacher. Staying focused in this educational track will help me and my future students reach our goals and reach that light at the end of the tunnel. In chapter 2 in the textbook, it describes about recognizing patterns and dealing with certain emotions such as anger, anxiety, and sadness. Controlling my emotions is very important in this track since you must learn to deal with a variety of different emotions when encountering people in careers that fall in this track. Utilizing my leadership skills. Being a leader has been a role that I have been in since I joined the Marines at the age of 17. While I was an active duty Marine, I learned to lead others and learn from my mentors that wanted to show me the ropes to becoming that ideal leader. I learned to listen to what my peers had to say, open to new ideas, communicating with those around me, and motivating everyone to strive for success. In Module 3 in this course, I conducted an interview with my older brother, who is a high school biology teacher. During that interview with my chosen educational leader, I learned different approaches I can take to improve myself as a leader when I become a teacher and the best ways to lead my students to success. I learned how to make decisions using data, different ways to assess my future learners, and the variety of leadership styles my interviewee uses among his students. In Chapter 5 in the text, it describes the term optimism and identifying and adopting the necessary steps to sustain continuous action toward the goal of positive outcomes. As a leader and future teacher, it is important to be optimistic among your students and to always provide them with the feedback they need to give them that push and motivation. Speaking of motivation, what are my motivations? Being a mentor, helping students succeed, and making a change. There are several motivations that have led me to choose the family and human development track and to pursue a career as a middle school special education teacher. In Module 4, we created a motivation board that allowed us to explore our own motivations with our chosen educational track using the 9 tips from Chapter 6 in the textbook. Tip 1, which is find mentors, stood out to me the most because it was one of my motivations to become an educator, and it gave me the opportunity to express what I want in my own mentor and what I want to learn from them as well. Helping students succeed is another motivation of mine that led to picking this educational track. Because when I see my older brother, who is a teacher, and see the difference he makes in the students' lives, I want to be part of that movement. Making a change has been something that always motivated me to help others in need. And I want to make a change in our educational system and help those struggling students go to college and pursue their dreams. Leaders. So I picked 3 leaders in the family and human development track. The first one was who I discussed in one of our assignments, Eleanor McCoby. She was an American psychologist. You got Frank Wood, who's a professor, and you got Stanley Dino, who's also a professor. All three of these had a significant impact on the educational track, family and human development. Eleanor McCoby was an American psychologist who made a major difference in family and children development. She also helped resolve social issues such as divorce impact on families and families that were having issues as well. Frank Wood was a leader that I picked because he dedicated his overall career to help improve outcomes for children that have emotional and behavior disabilities and wanted to specifically teach in special education. Well, since I wanted to teach special education, I thought what he did was really relevant to my future career path. Stanley Dino worked as a professor at the University of Minnesota and was a significant leader in this educational track because he helped develop curriculum based measures in the 1980s, which has a significant impact on our educational system. Empathy and advocacy skills. In Module 5, we learn about demonstrating empathy towards others and advocacy. In Chapter 7, it states developing empathy allows you to be able to put yourself in another person's shoe and to see the world through the other person's eyes. As a future special education teacher, I will be that leader who listens to their students and gives them the opportunity to express themselves. Observing my students and watching for those students who display odd emotions and behaviors in the classroom. This prevents opportunities as a leader and educator to demonstrate empathy towards my learners who really need it, and this can have a positive impact on them as well. Advocating for my students is very important, and especially as a special education teacher, I want to advocate for students with disabilities and make sure they receive the best quality education that they deserve. This includes going to fundraisers, going out to my community and raising awareness and support, and reaching out to my local school district to see what they have to offer to those students. Noble goals. In Chapter 8 in the textbook, it describes a noble goal as something that gives us a sense of gratification beyond mere material gains. Being a teacher is more than a career to me. I do not care solely about the paycheck or the benefits that come along with it. My goals involve in making a difference among our children, who are our future, and helping them reach their goals so they can be successful. Before I came up with these noble goals, I had to find my purpose, and which I did. I believe my purpose is to become a leader in special education and improve the lives of disabled students. Teaching and helping those in need has always been a passion of mine and something I always loved doing. Deciding to become a teacher was difficult since I was on the fence on what career path to choose. These noble goals of mine will motivate me to strive for them and to do the best I can in the family and human development educational track. So this was my presentation, and thank you for watching it.